Alright guys, this is just a quick video that shows common maintenance items on the 300D, 300SD, 240D. If you are familiar with these cars, you already know how to do this. This is for new guys that haven't done this before, but you have your air cleaner mount bushings, your diesel return hose, and your pre-fuel filter. So this is just a quick video to show how to change the air cleaner mount bushings, and then points out the pre-fuel filter and the diesel return hose. Enjoy. Alright, I just want to show you a common maintenance item on these old diesels. You can see I have the air filter housing removed. That's the tube that goes down and around to the turbo. There's the turbo. And the air cleaner housing, you can see there's the air cleaner and the lid. It mounts right here on top of this T-bracket. Now on this T-bracket, see these little holes here? And there's one here underneath that old mount. And those holes, these little mounts, these are rubber isolators or rubber mounts. And they just screw down like that. Now these are a wear item. They're designed to absorb vibration from the engine, but these are designed to fail. They're rubber, but they're designed to fail rather than cracking the mounting arm or the intake manifold. So they're designed to take the vibration of that air cleaner housing. And you have to replace these, I don't know, maybe once a year. You'll notice when one breaks, the air cleaner mount will be a little loose. This right here, you'll be able to wiggle it a little bit because the little mounts broke. For example, here is the old mounts I just took off of there, and you can see this one. See how it's starting to split there? So I'm going to go ahead and put some fresh mounts on there. Now that one was actually still holding on, but you can see the one here in the back, it went ahead and broke. See, it ripped from the base. And that's normal. That's a normal part of these cars. So I'm going to go ahead, and when they break off like that, which is very common, you just stick a pair of, there you go, vice grips on there. I don't know if I can do this one-handed. There we go. Stick a pair of vice grips on there, and there we go. Then you can turn it. Set those back down. See, I broke it loose. Now I can just spin it out of there. There you go. See how that's the bottom part of the mount? And that's common. That happens, you have to, this is a maintenance item. You have to once a year or whenever they break, Sometimes it's once a year, sometimes it's 6 months, sometimes it's a year and a half. It just all depends. So you screw these guys down on there, and then I'll show you how to put the air filter housing back on, which is by putting it back on, you'll see how it comes off. Now, before I show how to do that, I want to go ahead and show the other maintenance item, which these items are already done on this car. You don't have to do them, but see these lines here? They're these little braided lines, and it goes from injector to injector. Now, what these are, if there's any excess diesel that is not burned in the engine, then it flows back through these lines, comes back around through this line, back to the filter housing, and down this tube back to the fuel tank. So it allows excess diesel that's not burned to flow through the system and go back to the tank. These will leak maybe once every 2 years, something like that. You'll just see that there's like one of them will be wet. You'll see diesel coming out from under there. And it's easy. You just grab it and you pull it off there, and you cut another line to length. And you can pick up the lines at Mercedes. They're like, I don't know, 20 bucks for a meter of it. And then you just pop them back on there. Sometimes I'll squirt a little oil on the end of the line so it'll slip on there easier. So that's another item. There's 3 wear items in the engine compartment. The other one is the pre-fuel filter. See, this one's clean. This one's been changed. You can see the diesel in there. But when those clog up, yeah, I mean, they might clog up every year or 2 years, you know, because diesel is dirty. But the symptom, you'll know when it's clogged up, is because under hard acceleration or under full throttle, there won't be any power. And you'll be like, why is there no power? And it's because these little filters clog up. So you always keep a filter in the glove box. And you can see, to take it off, it's very easy. There's a little Phillips head screw right there. You undo that one. And then there's a little Phillips head screw right there. And you want to have a little short, stubby Phillips screwdriver you just keep in your glove box. You undo that one and that one, and then just simply pops off, and you put the other one on there. Now this one's clean. That doesn't have to be done. But those are the 3 maintenance items. Your air cleaner mounts, your diesel return hose, and your pre-filter. Those are the 3 things that every year to 2 years you have to change that. Very simple. I think those air cleaner mounts are like $5 for a pack of them, or like maybe it's like $1.99 each, something like that. I think for a meter of the return hose it's $20, and the filters, they're like $3 or $4. They're cheap, so I always keep those in stock. And because you have to do this on you know, every diesel Mercedes. Those are the common wear items. So let me show you how to put this filter housing back on now that we have put in. See, here's our new rubber mounts. Got them back on there, and I'll show you how to put this back on. Very, very simple. Here you go. I'm out in the shop, and here's where I just keep a stash of that diesel return hose. You buy it by the meter from Mercedes. And here's where I keep a stash of the rubber air cleaner housing mounts. And then down here, there's my little extra fuel filter. This is a Bosch. Let's open that up. See, that's the little plastic fuel filter, and they're cheap. But those are the items you want to keep on hand with the vehicle. And you can get them from Auto House AZ, Pelican Parts, FCP Euro. But these, I recommend you order this directly from Mercedes. The aftermarket stuff looks like this. It's this black hose. This stuff sucks. It doesn't last very long. But the original Mercedes stuff is great. It's fantastic, and it lasts a long time. You know, it'll last you a couple of years. All right, this is how you put the air filter housing back on the car. Now you'll notice, see, there's a little tube right here. That's a drain tube for, you can see right there, see the tube that comes out of the bottom of the housing? So it's important that you get this tube into the drain tube here. And you'll notice too that I haven't disconnected the housing from this turbo. This is the little plastic tube that directs air into the turbo. I've only disconnected it at the bottom. So what you do, you just slide this under here underneath the AC manifold, and you kind of you got to look up under here, and you want to get, let's see what you guys can see. There you go. I'm just looking, I got my head down here where I can see. There we go. Okay, let me show you what I'm looking at here. When I stick my head over there, there you go. So I can see there's the turbo right there, and here's my tube. So I'm just going to slide that over the end of the turbo. So let's see if I can record from right here. There we go. There we go. And I just slid that on there. There we go. All right, let's see if I can show y'all. All right, here we go. You can see the turbo right there. And here is, so I can get down here and move this band clamp. There we go. I'm going to move the band clamp. There we go. You want to move the band clamp so you can access that screw right there with your screwdriver, because that's what you tighten down around the front of the turbo. So see how that slid on there? See how it's loose? So that's on the turbo. Remember the tube that I talked about underneath? You want to feel underneath there. Here we go. I feel the tube. And you want to make sure that's in the drain tube. You got to line up. See, there's the little screw on the rubber mount. You have to line that up with the holes. Anyway, you got to line that up with the holes. And I'm looking back here. And I feel the tube. There we go. There we go. So now what you've got, see, you have the mount going through there, and you can see it right there. And we also have the drain tube in the correct, the drain tube going into that drain pipe. And you can reach under there and feel it just to make sure. Yep, it's there. So this is on here now. That's done. Next thing you want to do is, there are little, and when I take it apart, I leave these in here. You have a little washer, put that over, and then you have a little 10mm nut. There's the nut. You just want to get those started on the new rubber mount you put in there. There's another one right here. And like I said, I leave those in the air cleaner housing when I take it off. Just so you don't lose them, they just stay in there. I just grabbed this little setup out of the shop a minute ago. But you just tighten those back down. And you don't need to crank them down. You just do it snug. So now that's on there. Now you want to tighten your little band clamp. So I just have a long screwdriver, and you can easily just reach right down there. And I like to hold it with my hand so it stays in place. And you just snug it up. You don't need to crank it down with crazy amounts of torque. You just snug it up. It's not coming off anyway, because these mounts are holding everything in place too. So even if you don't tighten this down, everything's going to stay in place. This really just creates a seal around the turbo where it doesn't let air come in there that doesn't come through the air filter. All right, there we go. All right, I'm going to make sure this one's tight too. And there you go, guys. That's it. As I was saying, all you have to do next is put your air filter back in. Easy enough. There you go. And put your lid back on, and you'll notice, see the lid has a little breather hole here, and then you have the breather right here. That's where this, let's make sure you guys can see this. That's where this hose on top of the engine connects to. See, it's your breather tube, comes around there. So when you put this on, first you want to make sure all your clamps are out of the way. Here we go. And just put that on there. And then you clip your clamps down. Like that. And then this is a tube that connects here. There we go. See, this tube just connects into this little elbow. You just fold that around there. And you kind of put it in an angle and you just press it back on there. There you go. That's back together, and then you put your 10mm nut right there. Also, here's the accordion tube. This takes in the fresh air. This is an air intake right here in the front of the car, so air goes in there. And you have this little tube right here. It's just a flexible tube. You literally put it back on there and squeeze it together a little bit. And there you go. Now, see our air cleaner. Our air cleaner is securely mounted. See, move it a little bit because those bushings are there, those rubber bushings, and that absorbs the vibration from the diesel motor. So let me go ahead and put the nut back on here, and then we're done. So that took me all of, you know, maybe 10 or 15 minutes. There we go. I'm just tightening the little nut on the top. It'll bottom out. You don't need to crank it down there. There you go. That's it. And that is how you change the bushings. Pretty easy, guys.